Hello and welcome back to the road to Doomsday. Today we have mile 8. Oh, I should
I'll say,
probably
who are
say
you?
I'm Brandon.
You're Brandon?
Yeah.
I'm Riley.
No, I'm Riley.
I thought I was Riley. I thought it was opposite.
Nope.
Patrick, what's happening?
I'm Riley.
I'm Brandon. We'll do this another 3 more times. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. Are we actually restarting?
Well, no, I was keeping that. That was a take, in my opinion.
All right, we'll keep it. Today we have
We're gonna keep
Fantastic
that, too.
Four. Yeah. The Rise of Silver Surfer.
Yep.
And Iron Man.
Iron Man.
We've
Ooh.
reached the MCU. We've done it. We've made it.
Just hits the absolute
Now we just got a lot of good stuff to go through. No more bad miles. No more bad miles like Electro and Trinity.
Yeah, no. You played Trinity, I think, wasn't that it?
Yeah,
Trinity.
no.
None
No
that
more of
bad.
those.
There's a couple mid ones.
There's some mid.
Actually, there might be some bad, because we got shows coming later. Like, I was looking at the list. Agatha All Along, I've heard is really bad. And that's
I've heard it's really good.
Well, we will fucking find out, won't we, kids? Point right at the camera.
Yeah, we will find out, because I've heard it's pretty good.
I've heard the opposite. I'm intrigued.
I mean, I've heard both things. I'm just saying, like, I haven't only heard it's been bad.
I've only heard good things about Iron Man, as it should be.
Well, yeah, a balance as it should be. But let's just get right into this review. So we're gonna obviously start with Fantastic Four, because this is not as big of a movie as Iron Man.
No.
So we'll do our review in our scores for Fantastic Four.
Potato. They're the same.
Yeah. In 3, 2, 1. Probably give like a 6, 6.5.
Okay, I'm like a 6. This one, oddly enough, I liked the first one because of how well they use their powers in tandem. This one doesn't do that shit at all. They actually do the opposite, in fact, where they're like, give one guy all the power and then let him just do it.
Yeah. I thought the action was better. It just wasn't like the very ending was cool, and there's no action in the first one until the ending, and then it's cool where they all do the thing. But before that, there's nothing.
But even in this, there's not really any that much.
You got
action.
freaking what's his face going toe to toe with Dr. Doom. That's cool as hell. He's actually getting some
At
licks
the
in.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't get any licks in at the end. They just use their powers to fucking trap him in a tornado.
Sure, but I mean, the length is about the same. Like, it's just the end. You get a little.
Yeah, but I like
taste.
Punchy Punch.
That's true. I do like Punchy Punch. I just like the creativity of the first.
Yeah, the creativity is good, but they kind of did that with the Ferris wheel save. It just got screwed over with
Johnny's
molecular
hot-headedness structure. Yeah.
But I mean, like the action, I believe was overall a little better.
Sure.
Like action wise, obviously, I think they were really unique with at the ending where they all used their certain powers to do something to defeat Doom. But
Yeah,
the actual fights in this one were better in my opinion, because also you have the whole. It's very short, but like the Forest Silver Surfer scene where he's like fighting the army for a sec.
oh, yeah.
I think that's cool. He
Him.
takes the rocket in his board and like, flies around, just does all that stuff. I thought the characters were better though too in this one than the first one. Yeah, I thought they all because Johnny in the first one is like such an asshole almost.
He's trying to be better.
He's not very likable in the first one. He's like just comes off as like the asshole.
Yeah, very douchey.
And then obviously Ben the whole time is depressed, and Reed and Sue are like hating each other at the very beginning, but then they like each other. This one they're like Reed and Sue are together. Johnny's trying to be better, but he's still cocky. Ben is now content with what he is, and he's just a thing now because he's got what he wants.
And Reed has much more of a backbone in this movie.
He does. Good. Yeah, I like that a lot.
There's a lot of different scenes where he just says what he needs to say and he does the right thing instead of being a little bitch like in the first one where he's like, "Yeah, it's okay, Victor. You can peg me later."
like Doom was way better in the first one.
Oh yeah.
Look wise, I think he's better in this one actually. Because he's got more armor.
We don't get the green though.
No,
like, it's not really
very
green, it's
dark,
brown.
like
it's
very
brown.
dark.
It's like it's like olive.
Yeah,
like, it's a little greener than that.
But we get the cape. He doesn't have a cape in the first. He just has the hood, and it's like a jacket.
Oh, really?
There's no
cape.
No, there's no cape.
Oh, okay,
I don't get more of a cloak in this one, and he has like more armor. It looks cool.
Yeah, he has like full suit. Like he's got like a almost like a it honestly just kind of looks like an Under Armour t-shirt.
Yeah,
like the athletic one, you know?
Yeah, very very textured, very nice looking. But Doom, like otherwise, you get more of him in the first one, so it means he's better. Especially you get that great kill in the first one in the garage.
I mean, you technically get a very similar.
I think the first one was more.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah. But this one is
still like
it's amazing how both of these movies give Doom like the most gruesome kills that I've seen in like early MCU projects.
Yeah,
like literally just Ash baby. Like,
literally.
I love too how he was just like he was like, "Oh, die, please." Yeah, and then just
Yeah, he just Ash Baby. Yeah, but other than that, like, I think all the characters are better. I do like you're saying, Reed has a better backbone, which leads to that one of my favorite scenes is his little speech to the general where he's like, "Yeah, I was a nerd, but now I'm not." And look,
Yeah.
which is like a straight it is straight word for word out of the comic books.
Which I didn't know that either
It's a
until you
really
said that.
cool little
You always have the
detail there.
little tidbits for when we watch these movies, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, interesting."
Yeah, really cool tidbit there with the speech being like, literally, it's Ty he's talking to Rick Fury,
Rick Fury?
Nick Fury in the comic books, and he says it verbatim, word for word, what he says, which is really cool that they did that. It would've been cooler if he was actually talking to Nick Fury in this movie,
But then Nick
which
Fury would've got Ash Baby.
yeah.
That doesn't really work.
Yeah, which the general in this movie was supposed to be Nick Fury, but it's fine that he wasn't not because he did get obliterated.
Yeah, he got vaporized.
I think Jessica Alba is not good in this movie, though. I think she's the one exception to that better. For one, so she's wearing a wig in this movie instead of dyeing her hair like she did in the first
Oh,
one, and you
really?
could totally it's totally fake looking. She has contacts in I don't think they're contacts. I think they're CGIing her eyes to be blue.
Maybe. They did that. They've done it with who did it? Lego no, they didn't do it with Legolas. There's just scenes where he doesn't have
Yeah, he has contacts in, but sometimes he
yeah,
doesn't,
sometimes
which
he
they
forgets.
do that in this movie too. But I think
There's
it's
something that does CGI. Oh, we're saying Blade? Blade. Blade
Blade's
has
got
CGI eyes,
some
and, like, I think the
eyes.
second or third one, he refused to open his eyes, so they just had to CGI them open. Do you know that?
I did not
I
know
forgot
that.
to bring that up when we watched the episode 'cause I saw the tidbit and I was like, "The fu what an ego.
Wow,
I'm not gonna open my eyes." They CGI'd him opening his eyes. I was like,
that's
"That's so
crazy.
crazy."
Um, she's worse in this movie, and also her acting's kinda stale, but another tidbit is, she's gone on record in, like, interviews and stuff that that was not her, that was the director wanting her just to all the time look as pretty as possible, no matter what. So, like, she
Mm.
would be doing a scene where she's crying or something, and the director would come up to her and be like, "That looks too real, like, be prettier, like, stop trying, like, be pretty. We'll make you look like we'll add tears with CGI."
Awful.
Yeah, which is horrible. So on one part, I don't think Jessica Alba's all that great an actor, but I know she's not as bad as she was in this movie.
Yeah,
She was
I
very
don't even know what
stale.
else she's in other than
I know her
this
from
part.
Good Luck Chuck. That's literally it.
Never heard of it.
Dane Cook. If you know, you know.
Oh, is that the movie where, whenever he sleeps with people, they get married, like, after the fact, or is that different?
Yeah, he gets one night stands with everyone, but he'll never have happiness.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
because he gets,
he gets
cursed by the
cursed.
goth girl.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep, that movie.
I've seen bits and pieces. I've not, I
Yeah,
think, sat through the whole movie.
it's a good movie. It's okay
Yeah.
movie.
Dane Cook, though.
Yeah, Dane Cook's hilarious. But, so I know she's not horrible, but I know she's not great either. But in this movie, she's really, like, just stale and, like, really just not the
Yeah.
greatest.
Another thing I really didn't like about, like, her appearance change was, like, the blue eyeliner
Yeah,
or whatever. I was like, "Dude, like, she's Invisible Woman, like, we don't need the blue to really accentuate that she's part of the Fantastic but she's wearing the suit like
you know,
everybody
a part
else."
of me believes that they gave her that eyeliner to use as a color match for her eyes, so they could just that's how they CGI'd her
Maybe in
eyes.
the CG yeah. That's
Because when
believable.
she doesn't have it, you know, when she has the glasses on,
Mhm.
she has brown eyes again. Another part of me thinks that maybe she in the universe, like, her character is wearing contacts as Invisible Woman to look more appealing, you know? Because then when she has her glasses on, she doesn't have and it's
Maybe.
like maybe, like, those contacts are making her see better. I don't know.
Who knows?
There's a lo it could be anything. Um, another thing I don't like about this movie is Galactus.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
Obviously,
Galactus.
it's not Galactus, it's
Just a
Big
cloud.
Cloud.
Yeah.
That's another thing from the director. I've learned that this director was, annoying as hell. He doesn't like having robots in his movies. So,
What
Galactus is being looks like a robot, so he's not gonna
what
put a
is it with
robot
these, like, early 2000s directors well, I say early 2000s, I'm forgetting about the horrible I forget his name, Star Wars, the sequel?
range on.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm saying, like, what is with these directors and wanting to be just, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Um,
Controlling?
no, there's a word. The simple word is difficult. There's a
Mhm.
more word I'm looking for there, but I can't maybe
Can't
adverse?
word.
No, whatever.
There's more word there, but I
Yeah.
can't word right
There's a word, I just can't word.
now.
But they're why are they so difficult with trying to keep things source? Like, they're like, "I wanna put my own spin on it." Your fucking spin sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially with Galactus, dude.
yeah, I mean, Galactus I mean, the whole point is supposed to be a dude. It works in this movie because, I mean, the way Silver Surfer just goes up and goes, "Lick my balls," and it's just gone.
The Ash Baby's him too.
Yeah, so it works a little better because there was a dude there, it'd be like, "What the fuck? He didn't
Yeah.
even do anything. We gotta see him for
Yeah.
2 seconds, then he's
It
just
would be more of a
vaporized."
fight, which I'm sure would be a lot harder to animate.
Yeah, and they were like, "The budget's gone."
Um Yeah, so that just annoyed me a little bit. Galactus is really cool. I do like the homage they give to him when he's passing Saturn. I think that's a really cool where it's a shadow and it looks like his helmet,
Yes, 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 yes.
which I think is really
I
cool.
did like that, yeah.
They threw it in there, he understood, but it kinda did its opposite effect too, though, where it's like, "Oh, that looks really good,"
Yeah,
and then you
it
see and it's
led to
just a cloud. Yeah.
expectations. I'm sorry, what was it again? Subjected expectations, right? No?
Subverted
Fuck!
expectations.
I knew I was like, "This is wrong." Oh, well.
Subverted expectations.
Yeah, he pretty much
Um,
did that.
but again,
Do him and Ryan Johnson know each other? Probably. They must.
maybe, I don't know.
They must.
Um,
Kill them. Kill
again
them now.
what?
I was like, "Kill them.
Oh,
Kill them now."
Reed's better, than we
Much
talked
better.
about this last episode with the new Fantastic Four we have.
Yeah.
Reed is I think that actor's, like, almost as perfect casting as Robert Downey Jr. was for Iron I think they
Yeah,
look so
I
good,
think he did great.
and the way he's
Like, in the
acting, he's
physical.
awkward, but he can still stand
Yeah,
up,
exactly. I think he fit the role as perfectly as I agree with you, as
as
Tony did.
yeah.
It's unfortunate that now, like, he's too old, like, he can't
Yeah.
do this movie anymore. Because I think then he was 30s, 40s then, and we're talking almost 20 years later, he'd be in
Only
his
his
50s.
50s.
But, I mean, it's not the right look, like,
Yeah,
I don't know what he looks like too, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So, he might look completely different. Then, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's wearing a wig, got a certain haircut, but he looks really good then.
yeah, and his acting's really good, and the Thing looks good, and Johnny Storm's good. Jessica Alba, obviously, I'm not a big fan of. What'd you think of Silver Surfer?
Chiseled as fuck.
He's the
Like,
Chad.
yeah, he looks really good, and I think
Yeah.
his voice is actually pretty solid. Silver Surfer is
Looks good.
kinda weird 'cause who's the one in the new one? What's her name?
I don't know where it's some alien name, but
Oh, no, I meant,
oh,
like,
the
the actor.
actress? I
Yeah,
don't
the
know the
actor, the
name.
actress. So, I think it's like a Jessica or something, I don't know. But, it's interesting to go from that one to this one, like, in this order, 'cause we watched that one, the end of last year, and then this one is coming now, like, we're rewatching it right now. The way they do the voice for her in the newer one, I kinda like, where it's got, like, that, like, reverb and that, like,
Yeah.
background ambience to it, where
Mhm.
it's just like, Herald of Galactus, it's got, like, that
Yeah, yeah.
that that shit to it. Because this guy's just talking. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way
You don't
he.
gotta change his voice. Lawrence Fishburne, bro. Deep
Yeah.
ass voice. That's the guy from Matrix. Blue red pill.
Oh, when you said that, I was like, "Wait, okay, so then so is Silver Surfer just CGI?"
Well, when he's silver, yeah. But when he's that gray form where he's all depowered, it's just not the actor. I don't think that's Lawrence Fishburne.
No, that's
He's
why I was
he's
like,
kinda on the bigger side.
well, regardless of bigger said he doesn't have that jaw.
Well, yeah, all that's all prosthetic, even on the
Oh, yeah,
actors.
fair enough.
Yeah, it's definitely prosthetic.
Yeah, no, okay, because yeah, the voice, I was like, because you said that, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Wait a minute, isn't Lawrence Fishburne the guy?" Like, literally, that's what I said in my head. I'm like, "There's no fucking way that's him." But,
Yeah.
okay, the voice, that makes
So
sense.
he was gonna voice Galactus, and then he realized that they were gonna make him mute, so he was, like, more than happy to play Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
which I think Lawrence Fishburne as Galactus voice would be really good.
Oh, yeah, probably.
But honestly, I kinda wanna stop talking about Fantastic Four. It was a decent movie, it wasn't great, it wasn't bad, because I wanna get into Iron Man. This is the big one, this is the beginning of the MCU, this is where it all started.
Give me, like, 1 minute. I gotta really think about the score here, because now we're trying to be more accurate. But like, so we're looking at this subjectively, right? There's no bias. Because it's bias, it's a 10.
Subjectively with bias mixed in, like, obviously, Iron Man, like, I feel the same way, it's like a great movie, but I could look at it and be like, "Okay, well, I have movies I like more than Iron Man that I would give higher score."
Yeah, I guess. God,
Because
it's
if you're looking
tough.
at it subjectively only, then you have to give it hella props for starting the MCU,
Yeah. I mean, no
and
matter
and
what,
doing it
it's up
such a
there.
good job. It is,
Go ahead, go ahead. Give me the countdown. I think I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, 9.
9.5.
I'll go 9.
I couldn't give it less than 9.5. Like I said, me personally, it's a 10. It was pretty much the first real movie that was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, as a kid for superheroes, because I never grew up with comics like that. Um, Even, like, cartoons, like, I might have seen Spider-Man, like, the old one, the '90s one or whatever,
Yeah.
and, I mean, I enjoyed it, but this was my first taste of, like, a live action superhero that I really enjoyed, because I'd seen the Fantastic Four, probably even Blade that young, and I was like, "These are good, but it doesn't have that hero feel
Yeah,
to them the
superhero
same
feel.
way." This, though, I was like, "This is eye-opening." Like, literally, I had my birthday party about Iron Man that same
Yeah.
year, because I was like, "This is peak." And, I mean, thinking about it, because of how enamored I was with it, I'm surprised I didn't go into, like, engineering from being
Oh,
so
yeah.
into it. Like, I never even thought to
Iron Man
myself,
stuff.
I think I was just like, "I can do." I remember actually, I used to, like, as a kid, I used to be like, fuck around technology, but not know what the fuck I was doing. Like, it'd be like
Mhm.
a shitty CPU we found in the dump, and I'd be looking at it like, Like, but I'm, like, 9 years old, like, what the fuck am I like, some geniuses out there know what they're doing. I was looking at this like, "I'm gonna build something." I don't know what the fuck. I had no idea what I was doing.
What the fuck? No, it's the way they set up this universe is so just great. Like the casting of RDJ, the dialogue, the action scenes, the CGI, the story, the characters, like it's all just it melds together so well and gives you just such a perfect movie that even if you're not into superheroes, you can watch this movie and be like,
Absolutely.
"Oh," and this is done in a way that still feels grounded. Like everyone gives The Dark Knight and all and the props because it's like a super realistic take of Batman. This is not realistic, but it still feels grounded enough that it's
Within
totally
the realm of
believable. Yeah,
possibility.
it's totally believable this could
Absolutely.
happen, and it just that cold open is so
I
great
was just
with
gonna say
the
that cold open is amazing,
it
the
draws
Humvee
you in
ride.
right away. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Humvee, the dynamic of Tony Stark with these soldiers and how he's like so like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
chummy and cool and
yeah," and then it
everything.
all goes to shit, and you're like, "Oh, man," and then you got the fucking Iron Man symbol with the
Mhm.
hammer noise,
Yep.
whether so good. It really draws you in. I would put that up there in the top 5, like, cold opens, honestly.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
It
I
just
don't
it gets you, man. It
there's
gets
no
you
other
in it.
cold open in especially in these, like, this first phase of MCU that comes close.
And then you even have right after that, you have the whole, like, 36 hours before, like, Las Vegas,
Yep.
he introduces it's a little cheesy, that whole, like, Tony Stark was just a boy, like that, it's just
Yeah, like
his
the
but it's like
ceremony.
in a
It's a ceremony,
ceremony,
yeah,
so,
so that's kinda the way it's gonna
it
be.
introduces Obadiah Stane and his,
Rhodey.
roadie and, Pe then it goes to Pepper, and you have the great the back and forth between Tony and the interviewer, where it's
Mhm.
like they're fighting, they're, like, at each other, but then at the end, obviously,
Yeah.
they get it
At each other's
on.
throats and then at each other's throats, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Kinda, um and then you have a great scene when she wakes up and she meets Pepper, and this is her first introduction of Pepper,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Man, after all these years, Tony still has you taking out take doing his laundry or whatever," and she's like, "I do everything and all things Tony Stark requires, and that includes, every now and again, taking out the trash," and looking right at her, I was like,
Mhm.
"That is such a cold line, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That is a hard line." Um, I what do you got? You got anything on this?
I mean, dude, I could talk about Iron Man all day. I mean, because 'cause you've got obviously the great, the Mark II suit, which I remember I almost like it younger, I was like, I like it almost a little bit better than the red and gold. Because
The
like,
silver?
because it just feels more, like, natural. Like, the
Mhm.
red and gold I mean, now that I'm older, I understand why it's red and gold. Back then, I was just like, "Why the fuck is he spray painting it?" But
Yeah,
now I know he's making it out of gold and then painting, that part red just so it's not all gold, so it
yeah,
doesn't look too bling
yeah,
bling.
yeah.
And the reason why was because of the freezing problem he had.
Mhm.
I didn't know that at the time, like, as a kid, I wasn't as a kid, you don't really pay attention too much to, like, dialogue and what's happening. You're just like, "Whoa, he's flying,"
Yeah,
stuff like that. So, I mean but, the Mark II, the test flight scene, fantastic scene.
agreed.
I mean, just any scene where RDJ says any line in this movie is fantastic.
He's an all-time man. He's
Yeah.
a GOAT.
He absolutely.
That's why when people are, like, mad that he's coming back as Doctor Doom, I'm like, I'm just happy to see him again, like
Well, I'm excited to see how he does.
yeah,
'Cause here's my thing, I'm not giving him the brass tacks to say, "Oh, he's gonna be a perfect Doom."
yeah,
But
and
I'm interested to see how he does it, and I would love for him to be a perfect Doom too. Physically, I mean, granted, the way they're doing it is because he's evil,
Iron Man variant.
Iron Man variant, so it's fine that he looks more like Iron Man. I would've I'm hoping, though, they make him look a little doomier? I don't know exactly how to explain that, but I don't want
He
him to
no,
look
we've seen his costume. He looks
no, not the cos I mean in the face. Like, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I don't want him to look too close to, like, our Tony. Like, I want him maybe he's got a
oh,
different
his
haircut.
actual guy.
Yeah,
I see
different
what you mean.
haircut, no beard, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like, I don't want him to look bar for bar like RDJ just in a Doom. I want him to look
Yeah,
a little different because he shouldn't be the exact same guy just switching costumes,
mhm.
is the way I feel about it.
Yeah, and my whole thing with that is if RDJ's Doom is the Doom we get for the rest of the MCU, that's when I'll have a problem with it because that is not Doom. That is an
Yeah,
Iron Man variant.
I don't
But
believe
this is
so.
just using they're setting up the variants with Loki and all that stuff you don't know about yet, all
Right,
TVA stuff, we have variants of characters,
right,
and they're using that to build up for one, not only bringing back RDJ, which a lot of people are calling a cop out, but I don't it's just I like seeing him again. He's great. And I can't wait to see him do a darker Iron Man, really.
right.
And just seeing all that and from the backstories I'm hearing, a lot of the theories of like how this Iron Man's gonna be like why he turned evil and stuff sounds really cool. So I'm just excited to see this Doctor Doom, and like I said, though, if this is the Doom we get for the rest of them, no,
Yeah, then I will be disappointed.
then I'll be like, "That's not
That's
Doctor
not the
Doom."
way it should be. I believe that I don't know if they'll because I know we have Secret Wars coming the year prior, so I don't know if he gets a two-parter or if he'll be in this one, and then he'll get killed off in this one, and then it
He
leads into Secret
he
Wars.
should be killed off in Secret Wars because 'cause he'll set up Secret Wars.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He'll
So,
set it up.
I'm hope because obviously Secret Wars, again, they don't call it a reboot or a restart, but it is kinda like a starting over a little
Yeah,
bit in a
yeah,
certain way. So, when they do that, I mean, at that point, you can't like, I'm assuming the point is you kill this Doom and it resets the kinda like the timeline. Like, we're
yeah,
back to, like, normal. There's no holes in the multiverse going on. We're back to, like, New 52 style. Like, this
yeah,
is a new run pretty much.
yeah.
So, at that point, yeah,
That's
if
what
it's
I'm hoping
Tony, I'm
for.
like, "Absolutely not. That makes no sense." Like, it would be cool to see him back as RDJ, like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
Wait, that's his actual name.
yeah.
Tony
Or
Stark.
Tony Stark.
My bad. But at this point, I think he's just a little old to be Tony.
Yeah.
Like, as in general, I just don't know who they're gonna find a role. Like, there's nobody out there that fits that
Dude,
role
if
better.
if you're going into that freaking
You got biggest shoes to fill, I think, ever.
you gotta come in and do good to get
Yeah,
cast as the next Iron Man.
yeah.
But, back to Iron Man, everything about, like, even, like, just the action wise, like, you're not expect like, they do a good job with action. It's just a guy in a suit, but they have really good shots in this movie, like,
Absolutely.
that whole first outing as Iron Man Mark III, where he goes to that village, and he, like, drops down with a superhero landing,
Mhm.
and he bop, bop, and he shoots and he turns around, and they got the hostages, so he
Yeah.
uses his
Yeah,
freaking
the thing with the
shoulder.
targeting.
So cool, and then you have the part where he grabs the guy out of the wall, like, that's all just aura, and then he flies away and says, "He's all
Yeah,
yours."
he's
Like,
all yours.
it's just pure aura, and then that leads right into the most
Most
auras
aura.
thing ever, where he
Yeah.
gets shot by a tank, which is crazy by the
That he
whoever's in
survived.
that tank, props on you, you're
Yeah,
dead
great
now, bro.
shot.
Good sh
That's some
great
Battlefield 5 level
yeah,
shit right
that's
there.
this tank shooting out a fucking human-sized jet going supersonic
Yeah.
because it shows him break the sound barrier.
Mhm.
Great, and then he gets out of it, and you got not only do you have a cool shot of him getting out of the crater,
Yeah.
zoom up on his face, all
Mhm. Yeah,
scorched,
it's got, like, the burn
scorch
mark
marks.
coming down it.
And then you have him dodge a fucking tank shot, cool as hell, into him shooting his own
His
rocket and
own
then
rocket,
walking away to
and it
fuck.
explodes.
It's just
Literally, cool guys don't get
it's
explosions.
probably the coolest thing I've ever seen superhero-wise. Like, Spider-Man has some moments, but I think Iron that still tops anything
Yeah,
Spider-Man has ever
probably,
done.
like, in terms of just raw aura, yeah, it's
In a
probably the
live action
most
movie, like,
yeah, it's probably the most aura we get in a live action movie,
that's a bracket.
period. Aura?
Just aura moment, like posing or like superhero landings. Like there's one in The Dark Knight when Batman drops on the van. I think that's an aura moment at the very beginning
Oh,
when he in the
yes.
parking
Yes,
garage.
yes, yes, yes.
You have Spider-Man and No Way Home when they do the triple land.
Oh, absolutely.
Great, but I still think this Iron Man
No,
beats
I
that.
think it does beat that, but
It's just
it's up
hard.
there, though. It's close
It's
behind
close.
it, but it's not it doesn't beat no, that one probably takes number 1. We'll do that. We'll do that in an episode because we gotta, like,
That's a
look.
bracket. Yeah, that
You know, to be fair, that one should probably be, like, at the end after we've watched it all, because as we go through, we can jot down aura moments that we consider
yeah,
aura,
yeah.
and then depending on how many we have, we can maybe cut a couple, do a bracket, or just do a tier list.
Tier list,
Something like
yeah,
that. It just
yeah.
depends on how much we have by the end of it.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people say this is the start of the MCU villain syndrome, where every single movie has a villain, and then it's over, and then that villain's gone forever.
Mhm.
You have Age of Ultron does that. Like the only villains who stick around are Loki and Thanos, kind of. But he's in and out of he's a two-parter.
Yeah.
So it kind of does that count? Because Loki's in multiple movies. Like Loki
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah, Loki absolutely
Are there any
counts.
other villains that stick around for the MCU? I don't think there are.
No. I mean, see, there are some that, like, are still technically around right now, but the problem is that because of the way the movies are playing out to be, we probably won't see them again. Like, Vulture is still around,
Mhm.
but we probably won't see him again based on the way the movies are seeming like they're gonna
Yeah.
pan out. We might see him in, like, Secret Wars or something. I don't know how crazy I know Secret Wars is crazy. I don't know how crazy. But otherwise, I have no clue, like, what we're getting, you know what I mean?
I think Loki's the only I mean, Thanos I would actually count because now thinking about it, he appears in Avengers. He appears in both Avengers movies and the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So he
Or taking
appears
a
in
cameo.
yeah, like those small moments where he is the overlying villain though of
True, like,
those
you always know he's the real
yeah,
big
he's the
bad
real big
at the
bad.
end of
So
this,
I would count him as being a villain that stuck around the whole time. But this one started, with Ironmonger, who Obadiah Stane's a great villain. I like him a lot actually, and I
Yeah,
love his suit. I think it's one of the cooler villains we've gotten from Iron Man, at least, definitely.
absolutely, yeah. Yeah,
Whiplash is okay, and then fucking
I can't remember his name.
fire guy. I don't remember his name.
What is his name? Is it
Ultra
Crane?
Ultra
Something?
Killian?
Yeah.
Who is that? Is that
Yeah, no.
Ultra Killian? That's not that
Yeah.
sounds wrong.
No, Killian? That sounds right. Aldrich Killian, is that what you said?
Yeah.
That sounds right. I think you nailed that one on the head, bud.
But
Bud.
it is. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
Let's
was
go.
gonna say that sounds very much on
Aldrich
point.
Aldrich Killian. Like,
And
he's
I mean,
he's good, but
and
he's not.
technically the Mandarin, but we don't talk about that. That is not the Mandarin.
He's good, but it's just he's boring, you know?
Yeah.
This Ironmonger is super cool, dude, like, especially when like, how he sounds and how he's just so big, and he's actually beating the shit out of Iron Man the whole time.
Their whole fight scene is great. Like,
Yeah.
it's segmented by that first part on the highway, which is the best part in my opinion
Mhm.
of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the scenes with the car. Fuck that lady in the minivan, though. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'll never
"I
forget
tried to
that
help
scene.
you, lady."
Yeah. He's like, "Stop, stop." Runs him over. He's like, "Fuck." And then Obadiah just comes and, like, kicks his shit in. He's like,
Yeah.
"No."
He's getting double teamed by Obadiah and just random people.
Yeah, random soccer mom.
Yeah.
Then in the cold line when they go up into the sky, and he's
How'd you
like,
fix the icing problem?
yeah,
Icing
"Icing
problem.
problem." And he's like, "You should look into it." Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. I could talk about Iron Man for a very long time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's in terms of these origin movies, it's my favorite. The close
Yeah.
second for me is Captain America.
Captain America's really good.
Fucking amazing. I love that movie as well. Like, I love so much the MCU movies. Like, that's why,
There's
like,
yeah.
I just
There's
letting
very f
everybody.
there's very few sorry, there's very few that I don't like.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, sorry for anybody at home who's like, "Oh, MCU glazers." Bro, I grew up with this shit. I like them. Even looking at them from a non, um, bias, like, just looking at them as movies, especially this one, it's a great movie.
This one's great.
Like, I mean, I would probably give, like, Thor, after we rewatch it, I'd probably give a lot lower because you say it's one of your least favorites.
Thor's one of my least favorites. I actually like Thor: The Dark World better than Thor 1.
Yeah, but I haven't seen, like, a lot of these, especially in sequential order of
Yeah,
release
yeah.
in a long time. I just know that I've watched Iron Man and then Captain America: First Avenger the most.
Yeah,
Like,
which
I've
are
seen
the
Iron
best
Man
ones.
probably 10, 15 times, and you know me, I'm not a watcher like that. I don't
Yeah.
do that. It's just it's so good. Like,
It
it's my
really is.
childhood.
It's there's so much good to it. You got the guy who did the music, like, he has a good theme in Iron Man 1. The
Mhm.
best of his 3 themes, in my opinion. He has 3 different themes, all 3 movies have different themes for Iron Man. You have great action, you have great characters,
Great
Pepper Potts
acting.
is good, RDJ. Another little tidbit, tell you I'm a tidbitter guy, the script for this movie was not completed when they started filming.
Mm.
So a lot of times RDJ on the
Improv?
day of would not improv, he would write up the script himself.
Like, he'd fill in the blanks
Like
pretty
that,
much?
the Jericho missile, that whole speech he does was written the day like, hours before he
Wow,
shot it.
which is great because that's an amazing
It's
speech.
great, you
But
know?
especially when you consider written that day,
He is
it's a
that
great
day, and
speech.
RDJ did that, you know, like, he's so
Gift yeah,
talented
that's a
for playing
gift.
Tony, you know, and it's just, like, such a perfect.
I'm so glad he ate Burger King that day.
Yeah, right,
Like, honest to
I
God.
was about to start talking about that where he's, like, you know, this drug addict, and he has such a bad burger, it
Yep,
changes his life.
yep, which, I mean, tidbit, that's the burgers he also eats in the movie is
Yeah,
Burger
that's
King
that's
as a
why, 'cause he
homage.
wanted to homage
Yeah,
to them, yeah.
which I think is hilarious because I didn't know that when I first saw it as a kid, obviously. Knowing it now, though, I'm like, "That's really funny." But, like, genuinely, thank you, Burger King, for
Yeah.
apparently sucking so much
One of the
ass
greatest actors.
that one of our
Yeah.
greatest superhero actors ever was born.
He's Sherlock Holmes, he's really good at
Oh, no,
he's a
yeah,
great
I'm saying
actor.
superhero, though,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
'cause, Sherlock Holmes, which apparently I heard they might be making.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which
which
and he's coming back, I think.
I'm fucking excited because I actually love
Those
those
are good
movies. Those
movies,
are
yeah.
great movies.
They have really good fighting scenes, actually. Mhm.
Incredible fighting scenes for Sherlock Holmes.
I wanna bring up, Yinsen. Yinsen is great.
Yes.
Um
He's the oh, this is what I had this line said in my head, like, all day when I knew because we knew we were doing this
Uh-huh.
episode. Tony Stark goes into that cave, and not only does he build the suit, but he builds the man.
Yeah.
Because literally, when he like I said, we have this arrogant, billionaire playboy philanthropist, and he doesn't fully lose that character,
No.
but he builds the
Yeah.
Iron Man persona in this cave as well as the suit,
Yeah.
which I think is such a great thing. And Yinsen is the core of why this happens.
Yeah.
Because Yinsen is the one who shows him, like, shit's tough. My people have died by your weapons. Like, I haven't seen my wife and kids in fucking years. I've been trapped here
Uh-huh.
doing shit. And then he dies, and he's like, my family died, bro. I said that just to make you feel a little bit better that, like, I have something to go to. I'd
Mhm.
have nothing.
Yeah.
And it hits Tony. He's like, this guy helped me through all of this. And he knew most likely he was not making it out of here. And he didn't care because he had nothing left to lose.
Yeah, You know, we always talk about great power comes great responsibility, bro. Iron Man's mantra is don't waste it.
Yeah,
The last thing he hears from Yinsen, because for he constantly from this point on is always thinking about the guilt he has for making all these weapons and killing his people and like just the destruction he's brought about the world. Where he's like in Age of Ultron, he's like, I want a suit around the world because
yeah,
I want peace. Because he's just constantly not trying to waste the life that Yinsen gave him
yeah.
because he saved him, you
The
know?
only time the only exception to this is in Iron Man 2, where he has his, like, his fall off, you should call it, or his depression arc.
Because he's
If you get
dying.
that? Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
dying. But it's probably hitting you know, think about it, it's probably hits him harder in that movie because of what Yinsen has told
Yeah,
him
he
to
hasn't
not
been able
waste
to
it.
do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, and
So
he feels like he's
he
wasting it.
feels like he's wasted his life.
Yeah.
Iron Man is so bro, the writers for Iron Man fucking knocked it out of the park. They did it
The
so
writers just
well.
the writers from Marvel, like, whoever stepped up, like, anybody, because this is where it all starts, like
Yep.
we said, this is the starting point.
Mhm.
Whoever stepped up and did this movie, put the first stepping stone for every other MCU project that came after it, and like I said, almost none of these movies, especially phase, like, 1, 2, 3, I think, aren't gonna be, like, less than a 7. Like, they're all like, I don't remember all of them exactly what's in there, but I don't think there's anything under a 7.
I've got a few, I think. Obviously, Thor will be under a 7 for me.
Well, I have to rewatch that one.
Yeah.
That one I think might be a 7 for me, because I remember younger, I liked it a lot. Like,
Far
I'd have
From
probably
Home will
given it
be
an 8.
under a 7 for me.
Oh, that's the first one, right?
No, it's the second one in Europe.
Oh, yeah, that one. Is that phase 3?
We'll get to it.
That's
It's at the end of phase 3.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember what's
It
in
was the
everything.
epilogue of Infinity War, which was at phase 3
Okay, I just didn't remember what was in each phase. I was just making an
or
assumption.
opinion.
Phase 1 and 2 definitely, though. I'm pretty sure there's nothing under a 7.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay,
We'll
we'll see,
get
yeah.
to it.
We'll get to it. We'll
Um,
get there when we get there.
yeah, it's and this was not a guaranteed home run. This was like a lot riding on this movie. Like a lot of people were not did not believe in this movie, you know? And it's just crazy, man. Like
Sometimes, bro, you gotta put it on 17 Black. Let it
people
ride!
people don't like to give Marvel the props. It was an underdog.
Yeah.
Marvel was the MCU was an underdog, and they took their time. They set up their world. Like this is the thing that DC hasn't been able to do. And starting even now, they're kind of rushing through it with the whole DCU.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just the direct. I mean, Gunn just doesn't want to do origins again, because I mean, we have seen the origins for these guys, especially Superman, technically a
But
couple of times.
I want to see the origin of the characters we're going to be following for years, you know?
Yeah,
And it's just like, I don't care if I've seen, everyone knows Superman's origin, but I want to see James Gunn's version of his origin that
yeah,
lets us see the character he wants us. Because, like, we jump right into Superman, kind of getting off topic here, but we jump right into Superman and we're supposed to see that he's like a normal guy and stuff. But it's like, we didn't see him grow up like that,
yeah.
you
I mean,
know?
they give us the tidbits of like when he's in the chair and it's like, show me memories of my family, like at the end, where
Yeah.
it's him with his dad, and that's great. I wish we would have got a little bit more. Like, it didn't have to be a long intro, but give us like a good cold open would have been him with his dad
Yeah.
and having that moment. Because also, I mean, Kent is supposed to be dead, is he
Yeah.
not?
Kent's still alive, too. So you don't
Right.
even have, because that was such a big lesson to Superman is that Kent died because of a heart attack, something as this all powerful person,
Right.
could not
Couldn't
stop.
stop.
That's why the Man of Steel's death's a little like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
Kent dies, and Superman, Clark Kent cannot save him from that. So that teaches him mortality
Right.
and why he should treat all like where he
All
has a
life,
squirrel
yeah,
safe,
all life
it
saved.
would make more sense because of he needs to treat as all
Yeah.
life is sacred.
It's a little holy there when it comes
Yeah.
to, like, that story.
I'm sure
I'm
he'll
not hating.
die in the next movies or something.
Yeah, but
Clark
even then,
yeah,
it's
it's
like
too late.
he's an adult.
Yeah,
Like,
it's too late.
he's already learned mortality from the fucking falafel guy
Yeah.
that gets fucking his
Yeah.
brains
Yeah,
blown out.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it's I'm interested to see what he does. I'm not saying I hate the way he handled it.
Yeah.
It's just very a different way of doing it. Again, off topic, but I mean, it's honestly, it feels like it's been a minute, even though we do this every week. I'm like, God, I just got so much to say.
Yeah, and,
I think it's because we're getting to the good heat now on Monday, too.
yeah.
I heard Iron Man, and I was like, "Yeah!"
Yeah, Iron Man, you know, we can sit here forever and talk about it. We've already talked about it for like 20 straight minutes. It's a
Yeah.
great movie. It set up a great universe. It has great characters, has great action. Everything about it is really good. I give it a 9 just because I know that there's some movies I do like more than it a little bit, but it's a good movie, you
Yeah.
know?
I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna rate a lot of these pretty high just because I think they're some of the best written superhero movies
I
we
could
ever
say it's
will get.
I could say it's a 10, but I don't wanna give it a 10
Yeah.
just to hold myself back.
There
I wanna gatekeep my 10s a little bit.
Yeah, I agree, 'cause there is a 10 that's gonna come up for me, which is way later in this Doomsday series that, we watched recently. Now before we even were
Yeah,
gonna do
yeah,
the podcast,
yeah.
which I didn't expect to give a 10, But that movie hit me so hard in a lot of different ways that I was
It's
like,
really good.
"Wow, this movie is genuinely, it's amazing." And I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of people won't agree with me on that. I was taken aback. I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. I don't even like those guys that much. They'll see what I'm talking about. But I was just like, "Wow, I'm fucking shocked. This is a great movie."
Yeah, there's a lot of MCU has heat, it did some of the hate is deserved. Their TV shows were not the right move, and it but at the same time, they started TV shows and they were the right movie. Like, WandaVision
Daredevil.
was a hit. Well, Daredevil
Oh,
was
yeah, Daredevil,
Netflix,
yeah, technically
but
was.
WandaVision was a hit, Falcon and Winter Soldier, not a lot the critic reviews weren't very good, but a lot of people watched that shit,
Yeah,
so it just they learn from their mistakes and they learn from what people give them.
yeah. I
So
think too, at that
yeah.
point, they were just trying to, like, building block, figure out what they were gonna do movie-wise. Like,
Yeah,
they were
they also
that's
didn't
why
have
we
a
had a lot
plan.
of fluff projects in between.
Mhm.
And then now they're like, "Okay, we have it figured out." Now they have the plan in motion. And I mean, I don't know if there's any TV shows really coming out or not. I don't think so, because 'cause they're
No.
really focused on Doomsday and Secret Wars and Brand New Day. Like, we've got
Oh, Wonder Man just came out,
oh, yeah, Wonder Man.
which
This is
I've
such
heard is really good.
I actually have heard that too, but I mean, it's such a side plot movie
Yeah.
that, like, you watch it if you really give a fuck about Marvel. If not,
If you just want something to watch.
yeah, because 'cause I've heard it's pretty good too. It's, like, one of the more highly rated ones now.
Yeah, and I actually heard something that intrigued me is that this show was actually made years ago, like 2021, and it's just been sitting there.
Really?
So they released it all at once. They didn't do the weekly thing.
Mm,
It's all 8 or 9 episodes, like, at one time.
I didn't know that.
I think they did it just to give some people a little bit of Marvel, a little bit, "Here's some
Little
Marvel."
taste, yeah.
And it's superhero second. It's more of a drama
Yeah,
story about,
yeah,
like, actors,
yeah, I saw that.
and superhero second,
I think
which
Mandarin's in it. Like,
yeah,
the
the
actor
actor
yeah, the
Trevor
actor. Yeah,
Trevor.
Trevor.
Which I actually really like, but we'll get into that in
Yeah.
Iron Man 3. Um, but yeah, I wanted to end, this episode with a little tiny segment here. Now that we've hit the MCU and the peak of Marvel, in my opinion, I wanna do, like, just our top 5 most anticipated movies we're gonna be reviewing in our road to Doomsday Miles. Um, we're both pretty new at reviewing movies in this depth where, like, we usually go see them, we'll be like, "Yeah, that was pretty good," but we've never, like, sat there and, like, thought about what we'd score them and how we like, what the movie, like, did and what it means and all that stuff, so
Yeah,
I wanna, like
and by all means, we're definitely not professionals. I mean, I
No.
say that a lot. Like, I don't know anything about movie magic and making movies happen. I mean, mad props to directors that aren't Ryan Johnson, whoever did Fantastic Four. But the people who actually really make movies, I give mad props. Please save theaters. Like, the theater experience for a lot of these,
Yeah.
especially, dude, Doomsday is gonna be the craziest Doomsday, I should say. The fucking
If
2-bit,
I can't get tickets for
8-hour.
Doomsday, I'm ending it all.
No, we have to. We have to. I refuse. I'm calling off. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. So I wanted to get like in our mindset of reviewing movies now, what are the most top 5 anticipated Marvel projects? Doesn't have to be MCU, just Marvel movies that you're most anticipating watching and reviewing. Probably give you a sec here. Give me a sec too, because there's a few here where I'm like,
I mean, one
I've got a
I
few.
can definitely say one right now,
Would it be like your top?
probably.
Let me do my list. I'd probably say I've got both the TASMs up there, just because I want to get my viewpoint out more. I've already given my viewpoint on it, but I
A little
want to
bit.
talk about
Right.
it in
A
depth.
focused episode.
Yeah. Obviously we have the Avengers movies. I'd probably do Age of Ultron as my top Avenger movie to talk about because that is I can't say it's my favorite Avengers movie because Infinity War and Endgame are fucking phenomenal, but I like it more than the first Avengers.
It's interesting because one of my top is actually the first Avengers.
Yeah, which is would be up there too. I have um what was it? No Way Home, obviously, just a lot of the Spider-Man stuff I'm very excited to get to and, like, talk about in depth and stuff.
Yeah.
Avengers: Age of Ultron. And then probably my last anticipated movie would be, like, Civil War. I'm excited to talk about Civil War.
Civil War might be like my second because a lot of the Civil War came out in what, 2013?
16.
16? 16, like, I'm a way different guy now.
Yeah.
And when I like, that's why, like, a lot of these movies are interesting to me because 'cause I've never thought in depth about movies in general when I watch
Yeah.
them. I just watch them at a surface level, enjoy them at a surface level.
Mhm.
That's why most movies to me are, like, solid. They're
Yeah.
okay, like, I've never in my head been like, "This movie's less than a 7," but I'm not really looking at it from a different perspective. I'm just surface level. I'm like, probably the only ones that I could say, like, I've given lower on initial watch was, like, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I was like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
Even Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, when I first watched it, I was like, "This is okay." Like I said,
Really?
I don't really like those characters that much. So I'm like, Like, again, this is when that came out, it was like
14.
2012, 14 years old. Like, I'm it's like 10 years of difference, 10 years of experience, 10 years of life.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. So, I mean, like,
Now
I
you're looking at them different too.
yeah. So I'd actually probably put Guardians of the Galaxy 1 on there
Oh,
to
to,
look
like,
at it.
relook at
Yeah,
and
to
stuff?
relook
Yeah.
at, yeah, because I remember being younger and being like, "I don't know, like
Yeah,
this."
this was more of a question geared towards you because mine are just, like, movies I wanna talk about more.
Yeah,
Yours are gonna be movies that you haven't seen in a while that you are thinking about differently.
yeah.
This is why I wanted to ask this
So,
question because
I've
'cause you're
got
looking at movies
the
differently.
first Avengers movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Ant-Man's gonna be a fun one.
I thought Ant-Man was good, period. Paul Rudd, man.
Yeah, Paul Rudd's funny.
I don't know if I look forward to reviewing that one because actually I just think that one's a solid movie from what I remember.
Mhm.
Um, I probably will put Age of Ultron on there as well. 'Cause I think I remember being like, "Oh, this one's not that great either," but I hear a lot of good things, so I'm like, I I was younger.
It's regarded pretty normally that it's the worst Avengers movie and pretty low on a lot of people's lists for Marvel movies, which is
Yeah,
crazy to me.
but I remember liking Ultron. The thing is I don't also like again, I have terrible memory. I
Mm,
don't remember the movie that much. I remember Hulkbuster, remember Jarvis becoming Ultron, or no, Jarvis becomes, Vision.
mhm.
Yeah, but anyway, so, what else we got? Trying to think. I'm drawing a blank. Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Do
Because
you remember it very well?
no, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't remember Winter Soldier, like, at all. So that's why I'm like I mean, I see edits of, like, their fight, and I'm like, "Oh, yo, these hands are
And it's
crazy."
regarded as one of the best MCU movies.
I know, that's why I'm like, I need to take a look at it because I just genuinely I can't remember. Like,
Yeah.
that's one reason why, like, I kinda, like, hate, but I also like my memory. 'Cause it's good that I get to, like, re-experience stuff pretty easily because I just straight up blank. I had to remove some storage to fit some fucking brain rot in there, my bad. And then 5th, you know, an odd pick, and I think it's even just on the next episode, Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk? Yeah.
I'm interested to do that one again because I have genuinely not seen that movie in a long time, and I actually remember being like, "Wow," and I think even to this day, I say it's probably the best iteration of Hulk we've ever gotten, like Hulk Hulk.
Yeah.
So I wanna, like, reaffirm that theory, that thought. I mean, obviously, it's better than fucking Professor Hulk. I don't think anybody likes
Yeah.
that shit, that's buns. But yeah, that would probably be my 5 would be, Winter Soldier, First Avenger. Fuck, Civil War is actually a good one. We'll take Original Avengers off. I'm pretty sure that's a solid movie. We'll put Civil War on there, I think, as well. I think I'd rather rewatch Civil War because that's a great movie of, like, an inner turmoil. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, a Civil War, but I'm just, like and I wanna, like, be able to look at it from, like, the more sophisticated, like, view look of not being a child and not giving a fuck about,
Yeah.
like, relations and political views that they have, the differences or whatever. So, I mean, I wanna be able to look at it from a more mature standpoint and be
Mhm.
like, "Okay, who do I think is actually right?" 'Cause I remember we've had this argument, or, like, not an argument, but a talk about it, and I was like, "I think Tony is 100% right, but Cap is also kinda right." Like, they both have
That's why
very valid points.
bro, that's why that movie is so good is because they both are right.
Yeah, they both have valid points, but they also have valid interjections to each other,
Uh-huh.
and that's why it's such a good, like, "No, fuck you." Like,
Yeah.
"I'm right, you're wrong," 'cause they're both technically not wrong.
Yeah. The writing is the top tier Marvel has ever gotten is the writing of Civil War, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why I gotta change that one out for the original Avengers, 'cause I remember the original Avengers a little bit. It was a good ass movie,
It's
period.
just good.
I mean, you just get them all for the first time.
Yeah. Something never done before in the history of, like, movies, really. It's just, like,
Yeah.
a project of that caliber.
You know what's funny too? Just, like, a little off topic, just a quick tidbit. I saw an interview with one of the guys who did that most recent Power Rangers movie. Did you see that there was supposed to be a whole cinematic universe Power Rangers?
Yeah, we talked about this already.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Well, not on the pod, I don't think.
Mm.
I think did we do it on the pod? Oh, well, fuck. Again, bad memory.
We had
Can't make this shit
the
up.
whole Power Rangers tier list of the suits, and
Oh, is it
you
in the
brought it
same
up.
episode?
Yeah.
Oh, bad memory, guys. I can't help it. I just forget about the shit I talked about. I probably saw it again and was like, "Yo, totally for nah."
Alright, guys, that's our mile. It's
Yep,
a good mile.
it's a good mile.
Miles from now on are gonna be decent at least.
Yeah, probably a bit also a little bit longer. We're gonna try and keep them still short. There will be movies that get talked about quite a bit more than other movies.
Yeah, and like I said, we have most of these movies are, two-parters,
Yeah,
what do I call
it's,
them?
dual episodes.
dual episode. There's 2 movies in it for we're reviewing 2 movies.
Yeah.
I have a few that are just 1 movie for the whole episode, like Avengers is obviously gonna be a whole episode 1.
Yep.
I might change it, but I have TASM 2 as a whole episode 1 because I wanna talk about it. We have all the Avengers are their own episode,
Yep.
and all the shows are their own
Yeah,
episode
because
when
they're
it
just
gets back.
long. Because that'll take us, like, a whole shit, Daredevil, I gotta know a couple weeks ahead of time because I'm gonna have to watch all the original Daredevil and then Born Again right after, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so look forward to that. I think our first single episode is Avengers.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll
Yeah.
get there in, like, another 3, 4, or 5 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I was looking for this. First episode that is a single is Avengers, yeah.
Yeah. How many weeks is that?
That's mile 13, so 5 weeks.
Yeah. I figured it was still a bit out because we've got all the
Yeah.
intro movies plus the, like, 1 or 2 side movies still left in there.
Yeah, next week is Incredible Hulk and X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah. Which I actually like Origin Wolverine, which I've told you.
That's probably more of a mid one on my scale of miles, but
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, when I say like, I'm not putting it on, like, on the same level of fucking, uh, Iron Man.
yeah.
Absolutely not.
Oh, no, no, of
I'm
course
saying I
not.
like it more than, like, the public opinion. The public opinion was like, "This movie's mid." I'm like, "It's a little bit better than mid." But, I mean, who knows? When I rewatch it, I'll be like, "Damn, this movie's buns."
Burned!
Buns!
There's really not another mile that is, like, bad.
Bad. Yeah, they're all, like, at least decent.
There's at least 1 movie in the 2 that are good, if there is a bad one, like Black Panther has Thor Ragnarok at least. Or,
Wait,
uh
original Black Panther?
yeah, the Black Panther movie.
You don't like Black Panther?
No,
Really?
no, it's bad. Thor 2 has Captain America 2.
Right
No, it's not bad, it's just I had so much expectations for that movie, and it did not deliver on, like, any of them really.
Mm. See, I went into it no expectations. That's probably why I thought it was solid. There's a lot of cringe writing. That's about it. We'll get to there. Shut up.
We'll get there when we get there. We'll get there! Anyways, bye.